It's Tuesday, January 5th. Big appointment with Dr. out in West Seattle. I stopped taking my pain medication a couple of days ago, the anti-inflammatories. It's been a rough day, or rough couple of days. The rotation in my arms, I can go fully around with my right. I'm not going to do it with my left, but it stops right at about there. I can't go beyond anything above my elbow. It was pretty inflamed yesterday, so not anticipating good news, but I just want to get this thing going. I'm just sick of it, so I'll check in a bit when I'm on my way.
All right, we are on our way to Dr. Jurek's office. I am on the West Seattle Bridge. Wish the weather was a little bit nicer, but I'll take it. So we'll see what's going on. You know, surprisingly, at this time, 24 hours ago, my arm was completely on fire from there was about a 4-inch spot within my bicep that just felt so knotted up and literally felt hot and swollen. Hasn't felt too bad this morning, and I actually slept on it last night a little bit, and it didn't bother me. So, but again, no range of motion from shoulder to elbow on the left side. I have full range of motion on the right side. So obviously there's a defect of some kind. You know, we're at 9 weeks removed from the initial injury. So pretty obvious to me. It was obvious to Dr. Deegan, and we'll see if it's obvious to Dr. Jurek. Hopefully we can get moving on this fast. So I will hopefully be able to get some video of her in the office, but I'm not betting on that. But she seems pretty cool, so I guess we'll see. We're here. We're about to go in, learn about our fate. Okay, so I met with the doctor. So she did a whole bunch of tests on me. She saw the video. She was examining different parts of me, basically everything but an MRI. Rotator cuff is in great shape. So her suspicion is either there is a slap/labral tear, or there's some kind of bicep, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, tendinosis, something like that, which would then mean a bicep tendinosis surgery. And she explained to me a lot of the benefits of that. I rebutted a little bit on some of the things that I've read, and then she talked about some recent case studies that have come out, talked about what some of the negatives and the positives are of really all the different options that there are. She shared my thought in that, hey, you know, I've taken a couple of months of doing really conservatively on this and haven't had really any results. She said if she were to go the conservative or the PT route, it wouldn't be for long, because she knows how much I'm itching to get back and start training again and be healthy again, obviously. So MRI ordered immediately. Those people there at that facility are so much better than what I've been working with. So trying to get an MRI booked for Friday, and then we'll know definitively what is going on. But I was reading about the bicep tendinosis surgery, and so your bicep right now connects in a couple of different places, but ends essentially at the labrum. And so if the labrum's in good working order, or even if there is a slap tear, what they can do is take the bicep out of the labrum and then reattach it to the outside of the humerus. So it's changing the anatomy a little bit. Recovery time seems substantially shorter to me, almost cut in half, a little bit less than that, or sorry, a little bit more than half. So overall, pretty positive. You know, one of the things that she said, because I had described to her how, you know, I got hurt and then I took a few days off and I tried to start retraining. I re-flared up, took a few days off or a couple of weeks off, and then tried to retrain, work up to a certain weight, and then I'd be done. And for me, that threshold was, let's say, 75 kilos in the snatch and 105 or so kilos in the clean and jerk. So she had said that, you know, basically there's going to be a threshold there. There's not going to be a re-injury, but work up to tolerance, essentially. And so I feel like I'm going to be doing, you know, I can snatch 60, I can clean and jerk 80, and that way I'm doing something just to be able to get the body moving, and instead of doing the same repetitive exercises that I've been doing essentially for the last month or so. I haven't done anything upper body in 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more than that. So I'm going to hit it today, and we're going to do some light weights, but at least we'll do something. And I'm going to go back to Industrious. I haven't been there in 3 weeks, so that'll be nice to go back there and see everybody. So overall, I think it was a good appointment. We're going to have the follow-up appointment after I do the MRI on Friday. We'll follow up some point, hopefully next week. But at least I'll have the imaging done, and then we can talk about the next steps. But she was great. I feel much more comfortable about what the future holds after being able to talk to her. So I guess we'll see what's coming up, and maybe we'll even get some footage from the workout. We'll see.
I got a new chick that I gotta thank God for. I got a new whip that I gotta thank a lot for. Yeah, I got a lot, we want a lot more. Never really good, but I'm trying to take it to the top floor. I swear.
It's Wednesday, January 6th. I am at an unexpected stay-at-home day with this little one. Zoey, can you say hi? Zoey's temperature was about 101.4 yesterday, so she can't go back to daycare. There's a big conference for work today, but I'm staying home with the baby girl. Say hi again. So we're going to hang out today, and we're just eating a little egg, sausage, raspberry, milk, and Dickie's under the table like he always is. Zoey, can you say da? Hi. All right. Blow kiss. Blow kiss. Good girl. Good girl. Bye. So yesterday, I met the doctors, Dr. Jurek. It was all great. She cleared me to do some light stuff, light overhead work. Had said, she has a few theories on kind of what's going on, and it sounds like, obviously after the MRI we'll know for sure, but it sounds like, surgery is still kind of inevitable. But when I had explained to her when I would be going through these different progressions and certain things would start to hurt, she had said, basically just stay under that, whatever that amount was that was starting to hurt you, and do the movements because it's something that you enjoy doing. You're not going to hurt yourself anymore. So went to Industrious yesterday. I did snatch doubles, worked up to just 55 kilos. So that was great just to be able to do the movements again. And of course, it's super light. It's 64%. I think I looked it up in my 1 rep max. Still awesome. And then did a, not an every minute on the minute, but I did a CrossFit workout of 10 rounds of. So I did 2 complexes of a power clean, and a power jerk, and then did 7 GHD sit-ups. So I did that for 10 rounds, and 1 minute rest in between each round. It was awesome just to get the blood flowing. It's kind of amazing. It's like, and I think that most people that do CrossFit or any sort of an iron sport would agree with me. It's like when you have that taken away and you can't do it for whatever reason it is, you're sick at home. You go on an incredibly long vacations are great, but if you're a real iron athlete, it's something where you are anxious to be able to get back and start working out and start training again. Or you have an injury like with me, or work gets in the way. Really, whatever it is, there's definitely a hole there, right? There's like a hole that you're trying to be able to fill, and you can't. And so I hadn't picked up a barbell to do any overhead work since. Would have been December 13th was the last time, and yesterday was January 5th. So that's a long time to just kind of do sort of the exact same workout. So just knowing that I can do some light stuff really opens up this to be able to do CrossFit more often and switch up my workouts a little bit more, because it is getting a little monotonous. It really makes you appreciate total health when you had it, sort of thing. So I think that's still where we're heading. It's probably going to be for surgery. It looks more than likely the MRI will now be Monday, which means I would have the results back for my own viewing that day, and then hopefully meet with Dr. Jurek at the end of next week, and we can work through whatever the next stage is. So doing a ton of research on the bicep tenodesis surgery, like what I'm reading when I'm looking for the right information. So we'll kind of see where we go from here, and we'll see you next time.